What?
You call me a bitch again, Teach, and I'm gonna reach through this microphone, pull your lungs out through your nostrils,
Oh, God.
and use them as a set of bagpipes.
Let's go! Welcome to the madness. Sit down and shut up. Toxic teacher in the house. CTS.
Oh, there we go. Yes. Camping them softly. We're back. We're back. We haven't been here in a while. I've never been here before. This is it. It's been, what, like a month? Almost a month. By the way, if you've never been here, this is everyone's least favorite Dead by Daylight podcast, Camping Them Softly, of which there are like 4 podcasts, or 3 or 2, or maybe even 1 at this point. I don't know. I might be the last person standing. And wouldn't you think that that would be the case? That like at the apocalypse, right? They always say at the apocalypse, the roaches are the only thing crawling around. So at the apocalypse of DBD podcasting, the earth of DBD, I don't know. Anyway, I'm the only one left. I guess that makes me some kind of cockroach. By the way, guys, I am the Toxic Teacher. Find me on all those socials. Toxic Teacher TTV. Find me on Twitch. I'm streaming on there. Find me on YouTube. I post every once in a while on there. I'm on the socials sometimes. I'm on Discord. I've got a website. I've got a car. I've got a couple other things besides that fucking car. I've got a laptop. I've got a desktop. I've got not an iPad because I'm not an Apple guy because that shit sucks. Anyway, also, there is a podcast, if you play Arc Raiders, Camping the Extract, if you're interested in that kind of thing. So I plug myself, but this is Camping Them Softly, episode 83, and it's been like a month. So there's a lot of stuff that we have to go over that we haven't talked about. Like there's a new chapter. There was, there's PTB notes to go over. There was the grimoire, I think, is pretty much done at this point. There were controversies with banned streaming. There's so much. And then there's a couple of changes in the PTB that we need to talk about. So we got like a full-on fucking episode this week. And it's...
told some of the biggest lies that I've ever heard of in my whole life.
So there is a lot, and I don't know, like, where to start. That's the problem, is, like, where do you start? And everybody said, well, why don't you just fucking...
What in the hell is this crap?
Start at the beginning, which that might be the best place to start, is start right off the top. And by the way, guys, check me out on Spotify, The Toxic Teacher, if you are interested in music. Just released a new album, Toxic's Jams from the Extract Volume 1, which is some of the songs from Camping the Extract, some of the more popular songs that people have been requesting. We need to do some Camping Them Softly stuff because we're on episode 83. How many good songs have we had since episode... I can't remember the first episode we ever did a song, but it was a long time ago. It had to be around episode 20, 21, 22. So we've had like 60 episodes of music that I need to sift through. I need to go through all this shit, all this music, and then figure out what's good, what's bad, what's ugly, what's not ugly, what's, sounds decent. That I don't know how long that's going to take. There's like 10,000. I think I have made a total of 10,000 fucking songs.
Holy shit, Dad's wasted.
And I don't know. I'll never be able to go through them all. It's like that video game. If you look at your Steam right now, if you check and see on Steam how many games are in your library, if you are a quote unquote gamer, I challenge you that. Go check your library. How many games are in there versus how many have you actually played? I mean, I'm talking played, like you got halfway through or more. Like and I would say on mine, I might have gotten through maybe 10% of my games on my Steam have I played more than 10% of, because I've got like 500 games on Steam. I think I've been on Steam like 20 years. And Steam has been out for 20 years. And that's fucking, I don't know. Is that depressing? Oh, great. Yeah, you do a random sound. That's what you get. That's what you get. So we've got to get going. Like we have too much. There's too much. And you know what that means? I accidentally left my filters on for my music. I need to turn those off. You might have just heard it go up a little bit. I doubt it because I fixed that shit. It's one of the few things I edit is like music volume and stuff and sound effect volume. So if that gets out of whack and you're like, this music's too fucking loud, well, it was my fault. So that's the one thing. I don't edit the other stuff. I don't edit out all the garbage, which you know I don't. Because in 82 episodes, probably 70 of these have been complete shit. I think we've had like 6 good ones, and then we've had a few average ones. So, hey, Nicky, we're on episode 83 of Camping Them Softly today. We've got a lot to talk about. It's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks since our last episode, right? 3 weeks since our last episode. How you been, man? Anything new in your world? Any adventurous adventures? I don't know. What else? Adventurous something. Adventurous adventures. Are all adventures adventurous? Or can you have an adventure that's not adventurous? See, that's the question that we need to ask ourselves. Do we need to ask ourselves? We might not need to ask ourselves. But what else was I saying? Okay, so to go over the agenda, if I can stay on topic for a whole episode, I can't. You know I can't. We'll go over the 9.5 PTB, right? There's a 9.5. And then we'll go over, there's a controversy with some streamer that I saw some posts on. And I don't even know the whole story. I don't research this. There's something going on because I saw this guy's name 50 times and some of the allegations against him were pretty, like, I don't know all the details and you may know what I'm talking about. And I know this is kind of giving his like thing. I don't even know if it's a him or her, but this is kind of giving the thing out. So, or putting him out there, you know what I mean? Like giving him publicity. But then again, guess what? Camping Them Softly is not going to make or break this motherfucker. So we could talk about him and that's not gonna, it's not going to do anything. You know what I mean? You get me. You feel me. I hope this is not the long one. And I feel like it might be. Anyway, okay, so those are the two things. We've also got some small things. There's little bits of like news here and there and things to talk shit on and all of that. But there's only a couple of big things. Like Negan might be coming to the Walking Dead. He's already in the fucking Walking Dead. He might be coming to Dead by Daylight. He posted something, said he might do it, and everybody's fucking freaking out. And there's the Walking Dead. Who gives a fuck about the Walking Dead being in Dead by Day? I'm one of the ones I might care the
3
least.
weeks, G. 3 fucking weeks.
What
You leave
happened?
me alone with my thoughts and a headset for 21 days, and you expect me to just be good?
Well, not
I'm
quite.
vibrating. I'm so goddamn aggravated.
Okay.
83 episodes of this mental asylum with an RSS feed.
True.
And you decide to take a midwinter sabbatical while the game is burning down around our ears?
It's always been
You want to
burning.
know what's new?
No.
I'll tell you what's new.
Well, I kind of.
I'm still banned from the ShopRite because of that Alfredo sauce incident.
What else?
So I've been forced to get my groceries from a guy named Thumbless Sal out of the back of a 2004 Honda Civic.
That's where he gets his
You
groceries?
ever try to make a proper carbonara with ingredients that fell off the back of a truck in Newark?
Ugh,
It's a
gross.
disgrace.
Yeah?
And don't even get me started on my adventurous adventures.
Okay.
I went to Paris, G. Paris.
Why is he calling me
I
G?
fly all the way across the Atlantic to pitch my Little Italy DLC to the Bevasia suits.
Why would
I'm talking a map in the Bronx, a killer with a rolling pin,
You don't
maybe
have
a
to
legendary
go all the way
skin for
across.
Ghostface where he's wearing a tracksuit. And
I
those
would do that.
baguette munching bastards looked at me like I was the one who was crazy.
Wait, hold on.
They rejected it.
But hold on. They're baguette munchers. We know that for a fact, just because they're in Montreal. But why would he fly across the Atlantic to supposedly France to go talk to people in Montreal? I don't get it. Maybe they have a French office. You never know.
They told me it didn't fit the aesthetic. You have a K-pop star and a giant teddy bear in the game.
That's true.
But a guy in a Fila tracksuit is too much? Fuck out of here. I've been stuck in the fog for 3 weeks straight, tunneling every Claudette I see just to feel a spark of joy.
That is
and
joyful.
the matchmaking is still rigged.
It truly is.
I put on the family business build, and what do I get?
I don't know.
4-man Swifts with flashlights and matching haircuts.
Yeah.
It's anti-Italian bias, I'm telling you.
Well, yeah.
My heat is through the roof. My blood pressure is a felony. And if I see one more survivor crouch spamming at the exit gate, I'm going to hunt them down in real life and show them what a real memento mori looks like.
So he's going to commit murder.
So yeah, I'm great, Teddy. I'm fucking fantastic.
Why is he calling me by the
Welcome
wrong
back to
name?
the show. Put some respect on my name, and let's talk about why this game is still a goddamn dumpster fire.
We're going to, actually.
What have you been doing, besides leaving me to rot?
Well, so, I've been playing DBD. I'm going to tell him I've been playing some DBD, and some Arc Raiders. And I tried Marathon. Have you ever played that game, Marathon? There was a server slam. That's an extraction shooter. And my recommendation is don't even fucking worry about that game because it, to me, was complete shit. And I know I'm taking like a big fucking thing. I'm getting some fucking, some heat because I'm going overboard or whatever, because that's what streamers and podcasters and fucking internet celebrity, well, I'm not one, but that's what they do, right, to get clicks. And I tried Marathon, but it was a flaming pile of shit. But anyway, let's get to the news. Okay, so, we've got to do it. We've been 83 episodes of this. We probably got, well, shit, I don't know, man. There we go. I didn't even warn you. And I'm not going to. Yeah. Yes.
New killers suck.
Survivors
OP.
Goddamn
patch, and it's breaking my PC.
Yes. This is still one of the best songs. And by the way, it's on Spotify right now. By the way. That's it. I can dance to this shit, man.
Flashlights blinding.
All right, let's turn it down. I like it in the background. It kind of gives me that news feel, We keep it on in the background. I can hear it like a little bit, and it's kind of funky. Like it's good. It's good. So let's just go over some of the minor things. Okay, we got to go over some of the minor things and just. Bullshit on them, okay? If you've ever seen Mystery Science Theater 3000, it's kind of like that, we just talk about it, fuck it, and then we keep going, right? So Negan is coming. Now, here's the thing, Matthew Cote, let's talk about Negan. See, and now the song is distracting me. Like, it's already distracting. I can't. Let's do it. Okay, turn down. Hang on. Survivors. This game is broken. Enough's enough. Okay, anyway, so Matthew Cote said that Negan, and this is the part that really gets me, Negan would be a better survivor than killer. I could not disagree with this statement more. I think this is a fucking ridiculous statement, and he should be taken out in the back and whipped for this, because it's why would Negan Now, see, I can't do it with this background, like the background music. It bothers me. It bothers me now. I thought I could, but it's bothering me. So we got... oh, yeah. I got to turn it down now. Okay, there we go. So they're saying Negan would be a better survivor than killer. I think that's fucking stupid. Like, I can't even believe that. But we've already got too many of the DBD or of the Walking Dead survivors in there. So if he were to come, he'd have to be, number one, either a skin on one of the survivors, which is probably likely, or he would need to be a killer, which the question is, what all powers would he have? And that would be the hard part, unless, you know, because the only really kind of like human, like normal fucking human killers are like the Legion, I guess. And maybe the Deathslinger, like they're just kind of human without all this fucking flying around doing kung fu and all that shit. Bullshit. So he should be a killer, man. In his heart, that'd be like making the governor a survivor. That'd be fucking stupid. And that's whenever I stopped watching this fucking show, because then it got shit after that. Rick Grimes was a shitty ass fucking character, and Shane should have killed him in season 1, but that didn't happen, so that's why I fucking stopped watching. Anyway, so there's the Negan thing, okay? Now, the March survivor, they think has already been leaked, which is the father of Oni, whoever the father is. I don't even know who this fucking thing, like who he is, but they say that's a new survivor. I don't fucking know. They're releasing this survivor in this new all-kill comeback chapter. It's just a survivor. It's just like fucking, it's just one survivor, no killer. Why would they reveal, like they would need to reveal a killer along with it. In this, the date already passed in which this guy should fucking come out. And I guess maybe the Korean dude was like the one that was supposed to be Oni's dad. So that maybe Oni's dad's coming fucking later. I don't even fucking know. Okay, so that's the big stuff. Okay, so the little stuff rather. It's not the big stuff, it's a little fucking stuff.
So nerdy, it makes me physically ill.
That's actually true for my audience. So let's get to the big shit here on the segment we like to call it started right at the end. Fucking busy, toxic coming in a moment. Hot lava. I don't know why it says that. I love that part. I love that. That might be my favorite part of the song. Like I'm sitting here on my keyboard, like treating it like a fucking Stevie Wonder or something. Anyway, so 9.5.0, the new chapter released. I think that was like last week or the week before. So I'm a little bit behind on it. But what I can say is there's some good and bad about this chapter, about this patch or chapter or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's going to fully come out on, I think, March 17th.
For me, you're somewhere between a cockroach and that white stuff that accumulates at the corner of your mouth when you're really thirsty.
I don't think that has a name, does it? Does that stuff at the corner of your mouth have a name? Whenever it like I hate that whenever that happens. You can't tell anybody. You can't say, hey, there's some fucking white shit gathering on both sides of your fucking mouth. I can't concentrate on what you're saying, priest or pastor or whatever. Like, you can't do that. Anyway, this new chapter is called All Kill Comeback, chapter 30 okay? And are we excited about this? I don't know. You might be, and I'm kind of, and a new map. Okay, so I'm telling Nicky about this. Is that we've got the new map is like the Korean fucking shopping fucking neon lights and everything you fucking stereotypically think about when you think of a Neo Korea. Like it's just fucking Korean and it's fucking glowing and everything. And people are loving this fucking map. They say it's one of the best looking maps, which it probably is. It probably is. In the indoor maps, I like more than the outdoor maps. So this is up my alley. This is they made something that I dig here and that I am fine with. And the thing is with this map is that people are loving it enough it's kind of broken this tradition that there's just fucking, there's two different camps. This map is the fucking worst thing in the world. This map is the best thing in the world, and they just can't fucking agree, and that's just a fucking salt storm because it just dissolves into this big pile of shit. This is one of the first ones I've seen where everybody fucking likes this thing. Or most people, now there's always going to be naysayers, right? There's always going to be fucking, you know, people who are going to be upset with everything, and most of them are survivor mains. We already know that. But this one might be one of the better maps they've ever come out with. Like even Toba fucking whatever, the outer space one, when they came out with that, Nostromo, people were fucking complaining about those, even though they're both pretty good. Nostromo is good. You know, the Toba landing or whatever it is, I think is probably better of those two. But this one, I guess, is getting just universal. Everyone digs this shit. And, you know, that's kind of where we're at with that new map. Here it is. I'm going to give this to Nicky. And yeah, let me just send that to him. We'll get his thoughts on it. So this is the All Kill. Remember, All Kill is the Trickster chapter, right? That was the one that came with Yoon Jin and the Trickster. And Trickster, one of those killers that like people thought at first he was just the fucking best. Like he is so overpowered. He's just fucking, it's unbelievable. He's just fucking, nobody can do anything against him. And then people fucking forgot about it, right? And he's had some ups and downs since then. He's had some reworks and, you know, he's become more powerful, less powerful, whatever. But people basically fucking forgot about him. And now he's back in this new chapter. I don't know if they just, you know, fucking said, you know, we're kind of, the well's running dry. We're not getting anything exciting. So let's just revisit something we've already done. Jimmy from BHVR, who we haven't talked about in quite some time, but which chapter should we fucking do? And he said, let's do the Korean one. That's the perfect.
Holy shit, Dad's wasted again.
The perfect one to redo is the Korean one. And so they said, oh, that's fucking brilliant, Jimmy. Let's do the Korean one. So everybody gets in this shit, in this tizzy, because the Korean one is coming back. And so they remade the Korean one and everybody's fucking excited. But the only problem with this is it's not going to make the same amount of money because you don't have a Sable type character and fucking bunny ears running around. You got Kwon Tae-young. I hope I'm saying that right. You've got Kwon Tae-young, this new survivor. Kwon Tae-young. I think it's Kwon Tae-young. It could be. It's something completely different. But what I don't even know about Kwon yet. I need to learn about Kwon and see what Kwon's all about. And let me see, Kwon Tae-young. I need to, Kwon Tae-young. You think he would have looked it up before he came on the podcast? He didn't. From London. What? Oh no! Not this one. I knew it would happen. So anyway, Kwon Tae-young. Let's talk about Kwon Tae-young. Okay, I'm not gonna read this shit. There's a big long fucking thing here. Okay. I don't know. It's Kwon. What? I don't know. It said Kwon Tae-young is like this Mina. There's a Mina robot, and fucking Kwon Tae-young comes in and becomes like kind of like the Trickster. He looks kind of like the Trickster, or he kind of looks like a generic fucking guy. Whatever you think. Okay, fuck, that's over. Thank God for that. So Kwon Tae-young, Trickster, mini Trickster, I don't fucking know, and I don't fucking care. When we go into a lore deep dive on Kwon fucking Tae-young, then we'll go over who Kwon fucking Tae-young is. Anyway, he's got these 3 perks, and we'll go over the 3 perks here, and how angry should we be over these 3
Marathon, you actually touched that radioactive waste? I wouldn't let Victor play that pile of steaming digital garbage if it was the last piece of code on a fucking hard drive.
It was terrible.
It's an insult to the genre. It's an insult to my ancestors. And it's an insult to anyone with a working frontal lobe.
You're right.
Stick to Arc Raiders. At least over there, I can hide in a bush like a professional and wait for some mope to do the heavy lifting before I take his kneecaps.
It's true.
But 9.5, the Sleepless District?
Yeah,
you gotta be fucking kidding me. A neon-soaked Korean nightclub?
Yeah,
Are you seeing this disrespect?
No.
I fly all the way to Paris.
Why?
I spend 3 days eating bread that's harder than a fucking cinder block.
Gross.
And I pitch him the Little Italy DLC.
At least
I give
he's
him blueprints
consistent.
for an underground trattoria where Ghostface can actually have a goddamn family meeting over a plate of linguine. And they laugh me out of the building.
Yeah,
they
I
made
like it.
Raccoon City just to spit in my eye.
Yeah.
And now they're giving us a breathtaking marketplace from the Trickster's subconscious? What's in
much.
his subconscious, huh? A bunch of hairspray and glitter?
Yeah,
I want a map
pretty
with
much.
some fucking character. Give me a back alley in the Bronx with a leaking fire hydrant and a guy selling authentic watches out of a trunk.
I would play
Instead,
that.
we get Trickster's delusion.
What?
Oh, it's so breathtaking.
Yeah.
It takes my breath away because I'm choking on the fucking neon fumes. And don't get me started on this new survivor, Kwon Tae-young.
Oh, is that
Flow
okay?
state? What? He's gonna meditate while I'm trying to hook him? It's more survivor power fantasy
Yes.
bullshit. Just like Michonne picking herself up in 9.1.0.
He's not
They're
wrong.
turning this game into Dead by Gentle Parenting.
No,
Where everybody
I mean,
gets
yeah,
a trophy and a 10% haste buff just for showing up.
He's
You mentioned
100%.
urban maps, and it reminds me of why I had to clear out of Dublin.
What?
Yeah, DB, the city of 1,000 heartbreaks
what
and
is he
even more
talking about?
fucking rain. This was back when the ShopRite ban was still fresh, and I had to go off the grid for a bit.
Oh,
I wasn't
Jesus
there for the
Christ.
Guinness or the scenery. I'll tell you that
Yeah.
much. I was looking for a guy who owed Two-Tone Tony a very
Who?
specific favor
Who are
involving
these
some
people?
untraceable server racks and a shipment of industrial-grade mozzarella
What the fuck
that
is
never made
happening?
it across the Atlantic.
Okay.
I'm walking down Temple Bar, right?
Right, in
Trying
Dublin.
to blend in,
Apparently.
which is hard when you're wearing a pasta-themed tracksuit in a sea of wool sweaters.
I would wear
I get
one.
a feeling, that
Yeah.
itch in my noodle arms, that I'm being followed.
Uh-oh.
Not by the cops,
Uh-oh.
not by BHVR's legal team, but by
Uh-oh.
something much worse. I
Uh-oh.
duck into a pub that smelled like wet dog and old secrets. And
Like
who do
all
I
of them,
see sitting in the
probably.
corner shadow?
Oh, God.
A guy wearing a hat pulled so low I could only see his chin.
Chinny,
and he's
chin,
holding
chin.
a tea bag. A
Gross.
fucking Earl Grey tea bag.
Wait, why would you
I
hold
knew
a
right
bag?
then this wasn't a business trip anymore. It was a setup.
I have no fucking idea what's happening. Oh, this is... Well, no, this is Japanese. Sorry, I'm getting my shit worked up, mixed up. Easy for me to say. I'm getting the shit mixed up. So here, let's go into Kwon Tae-young and these new perks, and then let's see. And this has already been done. I guarantee you, somebody's already fucking talked about this. The experts, Otsudarva, and all these fucking True Talents probably said his shit and been an asshole for 4 days, which I don't fucking care about. Other podcasts, the other one has probably talked about this and said all kinds of fucking genius shit about it. But let's go into it here on. It's the end of the song. It doesn't reset. I have to let it. Okay, you know what? I'll turn it down, let it run through, and then fucking be done. Okay, so he's got 3 fucking perks. Nicky mentioned one, flow state. Okay, here's how flow state works. Whenever you complete a generator, you get 1 token. You can get maximum of 5, which makes, you can get 5 if you get all 5. When a gen is completed. Okay, so when a gen is completed, for each token, here's what happens. Okay, so for each token you get, you bless and cleanse totems 8, 9, 10% faster. You heal 8, 9, and 10% faster, and you unhook 8, 9, 10% faster. So most of you are going to be on tier 3, so you 10%. So it goes up from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. By the time all 5 gens are done, you're going to be doing everything 100 at 150% rather than 100%, barring any kind of negative fucking things, and also barring any other kind of speed ups from any other perks or anything like that. So you've got a pretty big fucking buffs here.
Is it then?
It's a rat, a baby rat.
You've got some pretty big buffs. Now, the question is, in the scheme of things, how is this flow state going to play? Now, the biggest thing is blensing. Did I just say the fucking word blensing and clessing? Blensing and...
Show me busky
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Busky Latinas.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, hey, Nicky, let's go over Kwon's... Is it Kwon? Was his name Kwon? Kwon Tae-young. Let's go over Kwon's perks first. The first one up is flow state. And then we got the 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So 8, 9, and 10%. Now, the question you might be asking yourself is, does this even matter? Because number one, it doesn't have anything to do with gens, but what it does have to do with is healing, which is big. If you're healing, let's say there's one gen left, right? If you've got one gen left and you're healing 40% faster and you have something like botany or something like that, you're going to be healing so fucking fast. Let's say you take autodidact and you get through all the fucking negative bullshit with that and you're in the positive territory. How fucking fast could you potentially be healing whenever people are fucking running away? Because you know that's what they do whenever there's only one gen left. You got all these fucking, fucking ants that come over, start repairing the gen, you go to it and they fucking scatter, they go heal, and then they fucking come back, and then you're like losing your shit by the end of this. And that's what's going to be a problem there, I think, is that, yes, this could be a problematic perk depending on what you mix with it. So that could... that could be very shitty for killers. And I don't think, is it necessary? No.
Flow state? What the fuck is a flow state, Teach?
Well,
you sound like one of those goddamn yoga instructors who drinks wheatgrass and smells like a fucking compost heap.
Well,
and who the shit is Kwon? Is that a person or a goddamn brand of industrial strength floor wax? You come back after 21 days of leaving me in the lurch and you start talking about tokens and perks like we're at a goddamn Chuck E. Cheese.
You do know what a perk is.
Perks. I don't know what the fuck a perk is.
Yes, you
But it
do.
sounds like some corporate bullshit they give you instead of a fucking raise.
Yes,
and
you
don't
know
you
what a
dare
perk
talk
is.
to me about gaming, you bald-headed
Oh,
mope.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
game. I
No.
survive in a goddamn digital hellscape where the
Oh,
only
no.
flow is the blood leaking out of my ears from listening to your voice.
Oh, God.
10% faster?
Yes.
10%. I can eat
Oh,
a goddamn bowl of rigatoni 10% faster if I'm in a rush. It don't mean I deserve a fucking medal. It's a
Okay.
bribe. It's a
Yeah.
goddamn incentive for these survivors to finish the gens while I'm trying to maintain a little bit of fucking dignity.
Yeah, he's not
Flow
wrong.
state. Goddamn ridiculous.
He's not wrong at all. He is wrong because he's acting like he doesn't fucking know anything. But the flow state perk mixed correctly with the other perks is going to be a problem. It just is. Now, will it become meta? No, probably not. It's not going to become meta because perks like this typically do not become meta because they speed things up, but they don't fundamentally change the game in a way that's positive to survivors. They just don't. All right, so let's look at the next perk and see what that is and if this is just more of the same bullshit or are they getting something that actually means something, because most of the new perks we know now don't mean shit. Like, they don't do shit. They don't mean shit. They're bumping up numbers, bumping down numbers.
I will
just
knock your ass
fucking
out.
like just giving us more of the same. So the next perk for the Trickster or for Kwon Tae-young is called A Place for Us. Why is my thing not playing? My thing, oh yes. There we go. I bumped that up quick, bitch. There we go. So the next one, A Place for Us. Now, while healing another survivor, you both gain elusive. Now, I had to look it up because I don't know what fucking elusive, I totally forgot because that's one of the newer ones, if you remember. Now, whenever you're elusive, you don't have grunts of pain, you don't have scratch marks, you don't have pools of blood, and your aura can't be revealed. So think about this. This is the anti-nurse's calling perk, which I run fucking all the time. I love Nurses Calling, especially on Oni, especially on Deathslinger, because you can get people before they even fucking know you're there, especially if you're undetectable. This totally negates that perk. This is 100% negation of Nurses Calling, which I hate that whenever that happens, whenever they do something that totally takes away a perk. So if even one of these people are running it, you're going to have a fucking problem if you are a Nurses Calling type player, which I am. Now, I don't know if Nicky's going to be as pissed as me. Maybe he doesn't run Nurses Calling like I do, but that to me is a big problem. And there are other perks where you might get that aura reading, but they don't fucking want killers to see auras. That is something that they have been nerfing over and over again for quite some time.
A place for us.
What?
Who the hell names a perk like a Broadway musical while we're getting stabbed in the fog? But all right. Let's dissect this thing before my arteries explode.
Okay.
Primary effect.
Yeah.
While you are healing another survivor, you gain elusive, they gain elusive.
Right, exactly.
So during the heal action, both of you temporarily lose your scratch marks.
Correct.
That means no red trails, harder tracking.
Yes.
Easier to disappear immediately after the heal.
Correct. Yes.
Killers relying on scratch mark tracking suddenly got to play detective mode.
Correct.
But it gets worse.
Does it?
Because then we hit the obsession clause.
Uh-oh.
If you finish healing the obsession, they gain elusive for 20/25/30 seconds.
Oh, I didn't even get to that.
That's a full stealth window.
Wait, I didn't even get to that. If you're healing the obsession, they gain elusive for 30 fucking seconds. They are invisible for 30 fucking seconds. That's fucking bananas because there are things that make you the obsession. So if you run that, your buddy runs a place for us, then you're fucking invisible for God knows how long.
No scratch marks while sprinting.
Yeah.
They can run through half the damn map and the killer's tracking system just goes, this is basically stealth medicine.
Correct.
Heal somebody, both of you vanish.
Yes.
Heal the obsession, they get a long stealth escape buff.
Correct.
And then the last line. When the trial starts, you are less likely to be the obsession. Translation? Bevon knows damn well this perk would be busted if the user became the obsession.
Right.
Because then you could self-trigger the effect constantly.
Yeah, you would be able to make yourself over and over elusive, no aura, no nothing. So obviously you can't do that. But the thing is, it says you're less likely to be the obsession, which means you could still be the obsession. Is that right? Like, somebody tell me if that's right. I think that that would be correct, that you could still be the obsession. And then what if you were to bring a perk that, I don't know if any of the perks make you more likely. I'm assuming that they do based on nothing, but.
So they quietly lower the odds.
Yes.
Sneaky little design move.
Correct.
Now the real gameplay implications.
Did he just clear his throat?
Chase reset perk.
Yeah,
you
right.
You lose a chase, teammate heals you, both of you disappear.
Correct.
The killer can't follow scratch marks after the heal.
Okay.
This is a clean escape tool.
Yeah.
Especially on maps with buildings, line of sight blockers, multi-floor structures.
That would, yes.
Sound familiar?
Yes, it does. Because that would be the exact map we're talking about. Is this, if you're going up and down and fucking around and all that shit, like, this is going to be bananas.
Sleepless District nightclub map.
Correct. That's
Coincidence?
exactly.
I don't believe in coincidences.
Oh, me neither.
Now imagine the combos.
Okay.
A place for us, plus we'll make it.
Is that that's the heal speed, and then they get speed if you heal them, right?
Heal speed goes through the roof.
Correct.
And now the survivor you just healed can sprint away invisibly, or combine with off the record. Or distortion.
Yeah, this
now
is
the killer has
this
no
is
aura read,
fucking bananas.
No scratch marks, no idea where the hell you went.
You're
You're basically Batman with a med kit. But again, before the survivor mains start popping champagne, they're all weaknesses.
Oh my God,
One
there are.
Requires a heal. No heal leads to no perk.
Okay.
So anti-heal killers, plague, legion pressure, Sloppy builds weaken
If
it.
you are a bad killer, or you run off meta shit, you're gonna weaken this perk, is what he says. Or like Legion Plague. Okay.
Does nothing mid-chase.
Right.
You already got hit and escaped first. It's a reset perk, not a loot perk.
Okay,
3.
that's not as big of a
Obsession
deal.
requirement for the big effect. If the obsession dies early or never gets healed, the 30-second stealth window never happens.
Correct.
But
yes.
still, this is another team utility perk. First perk, speed support.
Yeah.
Second perk, stealth support. This survivor is shaping
Okay.
up to be a support class disguised as a parkour kid. Which means the third perk better not give generator speed, or I'm calling a lawyer, the FBI,
very well
and my
could.
cousin Vinny, who owns 3 servers and a shovel.
It very
So
well
what's
could.
the third perk, Teddy?
Why is he calling me Teddy?
Holy shit, Dad's wasted again.
Of all things, I don't know why I'm being called Teddy, but the first 2 perks we know pretty survivor-sided perks, if you ask me. Like, that's just the way it is. So, oh God. Okay, so third perk, and I have not read these perks yet, so I'm just now learning this shit. So here we go. Third fucking perk. All right, so this last perk is called 5 moves ahead, which there's no telling what this fucking thing is. 5 moves ahead. So let's go over this last one. And remember, I don't know if this is a gen speed one, so we're about to find out. So it says, when you are in the killer's terror radius, or you're being chased by the killer. So you're either in his terror radius or you're being chased. You see the auras of the 5 closest pallets and windows. So it's like the fucking other one, the fucking windows of opportunity. And you drop the pallets 50% faster. So they're dropped faster.
Mothers, fathers, grandfathers, little baby rats.
Which is really the only time you're ever going to drop pallets is whenever you're either in the radius or being chased. And it says right here, whenever you drop a pallet, the cooldown starts, which is about 20 seconds on tier 3. So this enables you to drop a pallet faster. I don't know. This is good whenever you're looping. This is fucking shitty though, because this enables you to loop even better, which is fucking disgusting. This should not exist. Why would you want to make looping even easier for survivors? I think this is fucking stupid. And it's survivor side. We know it. That's what they do. And this is just another fucking example of what they're doing to fuck us over again and again and again. Now, is this the worst thing ever? No, probably not. Is it shitty? Probably so. And you can combine this with the other looping perks. You could become a pretty
5
damn
moves
fucking,
ahead.
What?
5 moves ahead.
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me, Teach?
No, I'm not.
They're not even trying to hide the hit job anymore.
Correct.
They're just handing out the goddamn script to the survivors before the match even starts. You see the auras of the 5 closest pallets and windows.
Correct.
Oh, how convenient. Why don't they just give them a goddamn GPS and a personal escort to the nearest infinite loop?
Right.
It's windows of opportunity on fucking steroids.
Correct.
It's
really
wall
is.
hacks for the wood, Teach. You think these mopes need more help finding a pallet?
No, not
I've
at all.
seen Claudettes find a pallet in a goddamn desert, and now you're telling me they get a neon sign pointing the way?
Which I feel like, in my opinion, these pallet seeing perks should not exist, because they take away any need to know the map. Now, yes, there is still some fucking need. I'm not saying that there's zero, but I'm saying it enables fucking laziness. And I challenge you to tell me that I'm fucking wrong on that. Because I'm not wrong on it.
And 50% faster drops?
Correct.
50%?
Yes.
I'm swinging my blade. I'm doing the work.
Correct.
I'm playing the family business style.
Yes.
And before I can even finish a goddamn blink, the wood is in my face. Thwack. Right in the bridge of the nose.
Yes.
It's disrespectful. It's a goddamn hate crime against killers.
He's not wrong.
20-second cooldown.
Yeah.
That ain't a cooldown. That's a fucking smoke break. By the time I break the pallet and wipe the grease off my forehead, the perk is back up. And they're already 5 moves into the next zip code.
That's not wrong.
You mentioned this Kwon kid, and my left eye starts twitching like a goddamn strobe light
Now he
in that
knows who
neon
Kwon
nightclub
is?
map. You think this is just some digital code?
No.
I seen this 5 moves ahead bullshit in real life, Teach.
Oh, good Lord.
3 weeks ago,
Oh,
right
no.
before I fly out to Paris to get laughed at by those baguette-eating
Dude,
pricks,
he
I'm
is
down in
upset.
a basement in Newark.
Okay.
Not the Vatican basement, a different one.
There is no
I'm
Vatican
looking for a
basement in
specific
Newark.
guy. A
Okay.
guy who owed me 3 cases of imported San Marzanos and a
Tomatoes?
very sincere apology.
Okay.
And I see a guy who looks just like this Kwon mope.
So Kwon's
Same
real?
hair, same I'm better than you look in his eyes.
He does look
Now,
like that.
I'm a professional, right?
No.
I got my plan. I'm
Okay.
3 moves ahead.
Not
I got
5.
the exits covered. I got the leverage. I got a heavy-duty rolling pin in my gym bag.
From Mom.
But this guy, he's just sitting there,
Okay.
sipping something that smells like elderflower and arrogance.
It's tea, probably.
He looks at me, doesn't even stand up, and he says, Nicky, you're playing checkers in a world that already moved to 5D chess.
What the fuck
I didn't
is
know
happening?
what the fuck he meant until I heard the click of the lock behind me.
Why is he
But it
starting
wasn't the door I
stories?
came in through. It was the sound of a goddamn gas
Oh,
line
Jesus
being
Christ.
opened. You want to know what happened next?
No.
You want to know how I ended up waving my noodle arms in a cloud of industrial-grade Freon?
What?
Stick around, because BHVR ain't the only ones who know how to rig a goddamn map.
What is he saying? You can't put his arms in fucking Freon. Wouldn't that freeze your arms? I feel like that would freeze your arms. That's the stuff in the air conditioners. I don't even fucking know what's going on anymore. This is fucking ridiculous. So that's Kwon. Okay, so we've got Kwon's perks. So that's Kwon's perks. We got a new map. We've got a Trickster update, and I'm going to go over this quick because I don't want to fucking spend too long on this Trickster stuff. So anyway, the way the Trickster works now, he gets style points by throwing blades, injure survivors, and doing actions back to back. That's his thing. He gets style points. Now, he gets more style points, and he gets locker restocking speed and blade throw speed. So you're kind of building, you're steamrolling, right? You're fucking doing the thing. You're getting better and better. Now, once you get to the highest style, that's whenever you can do your main event where you're fucking throwing knives all over the fucking place. Now, that is the whole thing, is that it's encouraging you to do all of this shit so you can, so it's not just hitting people with your knives. It's doing other things, right? Doing back to back. You fucking throwing the blades. That's good enough. You injure the survivors with the bat. That's fucking good as well. So that is the Trickster. Now, is that a positive change to him? Probably, because you're going to be able to get main event in multiple different ways, which will definitely help in main event. I mean, that's going to make a better killer, okay? So that is the good shit about 9.5. But we got to go into some bad shit, okay? The pallet breaking has changed. It's not just breaking a pallet anymore. There's special breaking and there's fucking regular breaking. So if you break a pallet with a fucking killer power, that's a special break, special vault, whatever. And then if you do it normally, it's a basic break. Now, a lot of these perks are now you have to do a basic break. So all of the power breaks are no longer matter for like Spirit Fury. So if you are Myers, if you are Hillbilly, if you are Oni, if you are Blight and you break a pallet, that's a fucking special break if you're using your power to break it, which is fucking stupid because now you can't break, get the power and then do anything fucking about it. You got to do the regular breaks. It totally kills Spirit Fury. And this is fucking stupid and has no fucking place in this game.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
So that's that. So that's a fucking nerf beyond all belief. And I think people should be more upset about this, but I mean, people are upset. But then again, they're not going to fucking change this. I highly doubt this is going to be something that's going to be big enough for them to change back. I could be wrong, but I highly doubt that I'm fucking wrong because this is just not going to be one of those things that's going to get people upset enough that they will fucking uninstall the game. It's annoying, but it's not going to break things. Like, people are not going to go fucking nuts. So that's the biggest thing. Those are the biggest things in the news. And now here's the problem, in that we've been talking about this for a long time. This game is not changing. This game is staying the same. There is not a lot of exciting shit to talk about because the game doesn't change fundamentally. It's not fundamentally getting any better. Now, there's other little shit in 9.5 that we could go. We could go over the smallest shit. I leave that for the people who are so excited about this fucking shit that they can go over every single little number and they can break that. I can't fucking break that shit. Well, I can, but do I want to? No, I don't fucking want to. But what I want to do is I want to thank some of the viewers because it's been so long that we need to do. There we go. I'm pulling it up now. Bow, chicken, bow, bow, bow. We're back. We need to redo it with all the new places. I keep saying that, but we need to. We need to. What is it? Yeehaw. Georgia. It is Georgia. So I want to thank you guys because you made it this far. You made it to episode 83. I don't know anyone that's been here since episode 1, and there probably is somebody. I've never heard from them, but they're probably in a mental institution. I don't know if they're using this in the middle of the war zone over in the Middle East. They use this podcast. I hope to God not, because it's fucking stupid what we're doing over there. I'm not gonna get into all that. Let's not go that far. That would be a political podcast. I don't know that we need Toxic's political podcast. Could you imagine me and Nicky doing a political podcast? Why do we have so many Chinese downloads? I have no idea. I'm looking at the numbers now. We have a lot of downloads in China compared to what we used to have. I don't know why that would be, but it's a lot. I can tell you it's a lot. But we have some other people. Let me go around. I'm gonna thank some people. And I can't see them. Oh, okay. So we've got Berlin, Selm, and Frankfurt there in Germany. Thank you. Thank you, Frankfurt, Berlin. You guys have been around for a long, long time, and you're much, much appreciated. Let me go over some of the other ones here. Let me find you. Let me find you. So let me go over to Canada real quick. I'm going to thank some people over there. Toronto, Montreal, and Wabush. Jesus Christ. Wabush. Thank you for coming by. And let me see, I'm gonna thank another couple, and then I'm gonna find our town for this week. Let me see where they are. Let me find one more country here. We did Germany. Let me go to a couple of states, actually. I'm gonna go to a couple of states here. I want to go to Bud Lake, New Jersey. Hey, thank you. Bud Lake, Janesville, Wisconsin, Rahway, New Jersey. I don't know if you're near Bud Lake, but thank you. Waukegan, Illinois. I think you're new. Are there any other new ones here that I see just looking here? Heavily, Missouri, Peevely. I don't know. I'm hitting that button over and over again. The applause is still coming. Edgewood, Holly, New York City, New York. Thank you. Clover, South Carolina. Thank you. But there is one city I want to pick randomly to see where we're going to go this week on Where the Fuck Are the Viewers From. We're going to talk a little bit more about your city, and Nicky may even have a story from there. I don't know. What the fuck? Is this real? Oh, by the way, we are charting in Ghana right now on this. I don't know how, but we are. But I want to find, we're charting in Ghana of all places. I don't know why. I don't know why the Ghanaians, what do you even say? What do you call them? The Ghanaians. I don't know why we're charting there, but we are. So let me thank the big one for this week on our segment. Wait, wrong. I want to thank Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, of all places. Hey, Nicky. This week, Camping Them Softly, episode 85. We're doing Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I heard you nearly, what did he nearly do in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania? I heard you nearly got, what did he do? I'm trying to think of what he could do that he hasn't already done. His penis has almost come off. I think he almost got a ship here somewhere. I can't remember, but in Dar es Salaam, something had to happen there. I heard you nearly got, what could happen? What is the craziest thing that could happen? Hang on, let me see. Crazy story. I'm going to see crazy stories. Stories. I'm going to see stories. Almost got I'm just going to type that in and then see. I almost got away. Insane. We almost got arrested. Almost died. Almost got scammed. See, I'm just Googling and seeing what almost got. It's all almost died. Like, almost grinched his own family. I don't know what that means when you grinch your own family. Grinch like the Grinch, right? I heard you nearly grinched your own family. I don't know what that fucking means, but we're about to find out. I heard you nearly grinched your own family. Whatever that means. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. And let's send that off. Now, Dar es Salaam is a big city as far as I know. I don't know how big. I don't know anything fucking about it. But let's ask our good friend. You know who I'm talking about, Fake Earl Grey. We need to ask him. Let's get him in on this, and he can tell us a little bit about Dar es Salaam. Hey, Fake Earl Grey, episode 83 of Camping Them Softly. Where the fuck are the viewers from? We're going over Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. Can you tell us a little bit about this while Nicky tells us the story of the time he almost grinched his own family in Dar es Salaam? Give us some interesting shit other people might not know.
Dar es Salaam is the largest city in Tanzania, a major port on the Indian Ocean.
Okay.
Historically, it was a fishing village before becoming a hub for trade during the colonial era.
Oh, this is
not the
fascinating.
Capital, Dodoma is, but Dar es Salaam remains
Dodoma?
the economic powerhouse.
I've
The city features a mix of cultures, Swahili, Arab, German, British influences. One quirky fact, the city's name means haven of peace, though its chaotic traffic suggests otherwise. Also, the city's Cocoa Beach is popular. Just
Cocoa
don't
Beach,
swim far
Tanzania.
out. Strong currents will mess you up.
Oh, there we go. So we've got our Dar es Salaam. Hey, thank you, Dar es Salaam. I don't know. Do we go to Dar es Salaam? Probably not. It may be dangerous. I don't know if it's dangerous. Maybe that's terrible of me to even say that Dar es Salaam could be dangerous. It could be. I don't know. So, what episode are we at? 83? 85? I don't even remember anymore what episode we're on. But Nicky,
5 moves ahead. 5 moves ahead.
What are you talking about? I don't know what the fuck? That was the last one. What is
Episode
happening?
85?
Yes.
85 episodes of this absolute mental degradation, and
Yes.
you're dragging me to Dar es Salaam?
No, you're telling us.
What the fuck is a Dar es Salaam, Teach? It sounds like a Tito's of deli meat I can't pronounce. You think I want to be in Tanzania? I can't even find a decent piece of provolone in North Jersey without getting into a fist fight. And you got me out here in the heat where the humidity is melting the fucking gel right out of my hair.
You're telling us.
And don't you Grinch me.
What is
You don't know the
Grinching?
first thing about what happened at that dinner.
Okay.
You weren't there. You didn't see the way Sal looked at the manicotti.
What the fuck
Grinching
is
in my
this?
family isn't some goddamn Dr. Seuss story with a dog and a sled.
Okay,
you
what is it?
bald-headed mope.
What is
in
it?
the Dente household, Grinching is a tactical maneuver.
I don't know
it's
what
when
it
you
is.
systematically remove every trace of Christmas joy, including the tree, the lights,
Yeah?
and the goddamn witnesses. Because someone had the audacity to suggest that store-bought pesto was fine.
So-
I didn't Grinch him. I rectified the situation.
So he took
I
away
saved my ancestors from the embarrassment of a mediocre holiday.
He took away
But you want
Christmas?
to know why I'm really in Dar es Salaam?
Why
You
are
think
you-
I'm here for the scenery?
No.
I'm here because things got complicated.
They always
After
do.
that stunt in Paris,
Uh-huh.
the BHVR suits put out a goddamn APB on my digital signature.
So he's wanted by BHVR. They have a police force now. Apparently, BHVR, or they're working with the Interpol? They're the international police?
I couldn't even log into the PTB to see that Kwon Tae-young disaster without the entity trying to sniff out my IP address.
Okay.
So I had to get off the grid. I'm talking burner phones, fake passports, and a cargo ship filled with industrial-grade mozzarella. I get to the docks in Dar es Salaam, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking for my contact.
Okay.
A guy who goes by the hyena because he laughs when he stabs you. I'm supposed to be picking up a localized server blade so I can play the 9.5.0 update without getting my account nuked by some corporate lawyer in a turtleneck. But instead of the hyena, I find a goddamn shipping container that's been spray painted with the Trickster's logo.
What the fuck?
The neon, the purple. In the middle of a Tanzanian port. I'm standing there in 100-degree heat, looking at a box that smells like ozone and cheap hairspray. And I realize I ain't the one doing the hunting anymore, Teach. This Sleepless District bullshit, it ain't just a map in a game. It's a goddamn message. They knew I was coming. They're trying to Kwon me in real life.
Is Kwon
I looked
a verb
inside
now?
that container, and you wouldn't believe what was waiting for me in the dark. It wasn't a server, I'll tell you that much. It was a goddamn warning.
What the fuck is this? And Kwon is a verb now, apparently. I don't know what Kwonning is. You got Kwoned? I'm gonna Kwon you in your Kwon hole. You're getting Kwoned. Okay, so I've got a couple of follow-up questions here. So first off, what was in the container? The shipping container. What was in the shipping container? And then number two, what is Kwonning? What is Kwonning? Kwonning. Since you said they were trying to, he's not going to answer, to Kwon you. Kwon you. Okay, there we go. Kwon you. That sounds like another fucking character here. When in doubt, play a sound. There we go. So yeah, Dead by Daylight, what do we even fucking talk about on this shit? I don't know. But hey, that's the way it works, That's the way it works. So anyway, next week, I don't know. Well, but next week, hang on. But next week, let me turn this shit off. Next week, we aren't going to go over the PTB because the PTB won't be live yet. So I think next week, if we do one next week, depending on how much time there is, that might be the perfect time to do our lore deep dive that's never happened because I keep talking about it. But then again, we never get there to it. So that might be the thing to do. And then, guys, this River Siver guy got banned. You can look him up. Apparently, he sounds like he was a piece of shit, but on first glance, I don't know if he was, but that's what it certainly sounded like based on the limited amount that I read. And I know that's like, hey, Toxic, you're not educating yourself on all the issues before you speak on the. Well, fuck it, like that. I did what I could, so I don't know what else you want from me.
Salaam.
What?
Dar es Salaam. I'm standing here and the humidity's so thick.
What is he
I feel like I'm being steamed like a goddamn dumpling.
What?
And you're asking me about the cargo? You got a lot of fucking nerve, Teach. You sitting there in your air-conditioned office while my tracksuit is permanently fused to my lower back.
Well, it's
and
kind of warm.
And don't you Grinch me. I
shit.
did what had to be done.
Okay.
If my cousin Vinny thinks he can bring store-bought jarred pesto to a Dente Christmas and not have his entire living room liquidated and move to a different continent, he's got another thing coming.
All right.
You want to know what was in the container?
Yes.
It wasn't just merchandise,
I think he's going to answer.
Mope.
Hey.
It was the entire architectural soul of the Bronx.
Uh-oh.
I had blueprints. I had the original brickwork from the old social club.
What's a social club?
And I had 3 crates of vintage olive oil that hasn't been legal since the Carter administration.
Why would it not
I was going to force those BHVR bastards to look at it. I was going to show them what a real map looks like before they gave us this Sleepless District neon bullshit.
So he's going to give him the Bronx?
Shit got diverted. The manifest was misplaced by some asshole in a suit. And now I'm huffing diesel fumes in Tanzania, trying to find my goddamn heritage in a metal box.
So this story is right now.
And Kwanning, you really don't get it, do you?
No, I don't.
Kwanning is the ultimate act of digital disrespect.
Okay.
It's what happens when one of these neon-soaked K-pop looking survivors uses that 5 moves ahead perk to drop a pallet on your bridge before you even finish your goddamn blink.
So
it's psychological warfare. They aren't just looping you, Teach.
Okay.
They're Kwanning you. They're looking at you with those smug-ass auras, knowing exactly where every window is while you're stumbling around like a blind man in a pasta factory. It's a goddamn hate crime against the family business.
Okay.
Every time I see a Kwon Tae-young, I feel my blood pressure hit the fucking ceiling.
Okay.
But you want to know the real reason I'm here?
I do, yes.
Why I'm standing on Pier 4 in the middle of the goddamn night?
Yes, thank you.
It started 3 days ago.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I get a call.
Yeah.
No caller ID, just the sound on the other end.
Oh, God.
The sound of a generator kicking on and the smell of cheap Earl Grey tea.
How do you smell on the caller ID?
The container wasn't lost.
Yeah.
It was intercepted. I get to the docks. The moon is hidden behind the clouds like a goddamn coward.
Okay.
And I see him.
Who?
A guy standing by the crane.
Why won't he
wearing
just say?
a neon windbreaker that could blind a fucking nurse.
Okay.
He's holding a tablet, looking at the shipping codes.
Yeah.
And he's humming a tune that sounded suspiciously like a goddamn K-pop bridge. I realized right then, I wasn't just chasing my cargo. I was walking into a fucking setup.
Oh, God. What was the setup and how do we get to our outro song from that? You know what? I'm convinced we can use this as some kind of bridge into the outro song. That's what I'm going to try to do. What was it? What was the setup? Who the fuck was it? Did he help come up with our episode? What are we on? Episode 85 or 83? I think I said 85 earlier, but we're actually on 83 if I recall correctly, and I think I do, but we're going to somehow get him to shoehorn this shit into the actual song, the outro song. And we've had some really good outro songs in the past few weeks, I think. They have been all really good. Did he help come up with our episode 83 outro song genre? What genre should we do? You should ask him right now. You should ask him right now, you stupid bitch. You stupid bitch. We got to get out of this fucking shithole. Get out of this shit now, bitch. Time to wrap up the episode. Yes, wrap up the episode. Oh, I can't wait. Bing, ding. We need more. I keep saying we need more of those songs. So anyway, guys, lore deep dive next week or the week after. I'm going out of town for a little bit. I'm not going to tell you when because then you'll come do something to my fucking place. But I am going out of town a little bit. But then again, we've only had one episode this month. So we're not going to go another month. I think this is the longest we have gone without an episode. I think this might be the longest. I think we've gone 3 weeks before, and I think this might be, you know what, actually, I think this might be tied for the longest, or it could be the longest. I don't know, but I don't want it to happen again. So that's that. Okay. I'm not going to do it. I can't do this to you guys again. I know how you're on the edge of your seat every fucking week. And by the way, if you need more of this, check me out on Twitch, Toxic Teacher, TTTTV. By the way, let's get our slong genre. What if it was schlong genre? We need our schlong genre, and we need to get the fuck out of here for this week so we can go. What?
You call me a bitch again, Teach, and I'm gonna reach through this microphone, pull your lungs out through your nostrils,
oh God,
and use them as a set of goddamn bagpipes.
Okay.
I am the executive vice don.
Okay.
I am a legend in the buried city.
Which is in
You're
Italy.
just a bald-headed mope with a chalk addiction and a fucking attitude problem.
Why would I be addicted to
chalk? You want to know
chalk?
what Kwanning is?
Yes.
I'll tell you what Kwanning is.
We already talked about what Kwanning is.
It's when those pricks at BHVR take a man's heart,
we already talked about what Kwanning
soul,
was.
His goddamn architectural heritage, and they piss on it with neon lights.
Pissing with
pitch
lights?
him the Little Italy DLC.
Oh,
a map
God.
with character, with grit, with the smell of Sunday sauce and organized crime. And they turn around and give us this Sleepless District bullshit.
He can't get off of this.
Kwonning is the corporate act of replacing a masterpiece with a goddamn K-pop music video.
I thought it was dropping a pallet on somebody.
It's a hit job on my culture, you stunad.
Okay.
They're trying to Kwon me out of the game.
Well, yes, they are.
They want flow states and neon nightclubs instead of a basement in the Bronx where Ghostface can do some actual work.
Okay.
And the setup?
Yeah.
You want to know who was behind it? It was the architect, Teach.
Oh, God.
A guy
who
used to work in the map design basement at BHVR before he got downsized for suggesting that maybe, just maybe, the game needed more realistic brick textures and less goddamn fog.
Well,
I met him in a back alley bistro in Paris.
I thought we were in Dar es
He
Salaam.
was the one who told me about the Sleepless District before it even had a name.
Well, we were in Dar es
He saw the blueprints.
Okay.
He saw how they took my ideas for the underground trattoria and turned it into a 2-story nightclub.
So the nightclub...
He's the reason we're in this mess. And yeah, he's the one who suggested that font slop garbage for episode 83.
He's talking about Marathon.
He's got a brain like a goddamn motherboard frying in a bucket of grease.
Okay.
You want to ask him something?
No.
I can't ask him shit right now because he's currently hiding in a shipping container somewhere between the Suez Canal and my cousin Vinny's backyard.
Is this a separate container?
Get us out of here?
Yes.
You think I want to be in Dar es Salaam? I'm sweating through my 3rd tracksuit of the day.
Okay.
My skin is the texture of a goddamn wet marshmallow. You want a genre for the outro?
Yes, I do.
Fine. You get humidity-soaked gabagool grime with Tanzanian tribal techno distortion and a broken air conditioner hum.
I don't know if I can do the broken air.
It's gonna sound like a goddamn riot in a deli during a blackout.
Jesus.
It's gonna be messy. It's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be the last thing you hear before I find a way to ship your bald ass to the entity in a crate marked damaged goods.
What is it?
Victor, you useless sack of shit. Play the gabagool grind.
Okay.
Play it loud so I can't hear this moping teacher anymore.
What is happening?
We're done.
Okay.
Episode 85
we're on episode
is
83.
over before I lose my fucking mind. Get me a cold water and a plane ticket to Loretto. Move it.
Episode 83 out. We'll see you next time. Get the fuck out of my face.
3 weeks gone and the dawn's alone. From the South in the Civic with a Newark phone. Alfredo got him banned from the fucking store. Noodle Arms is buying meat from a trunk once more. Flew to Paris, pitched a little Italy. Ghostface in the tracksuit eating linguine. PHBL after my the building door. Said it don't fit the aesthetic anymore. This shit damn freak. Move on a fucking spree. That bag ain't no barren night. Sleepless District of the neon glow. Everybody loves it, but the dawn says no. Once a back alley Bronx with a fire hydrant leak. Not a K-pop nightclub full of hairspray chic. Kwon Tae-young is a brand new name. Teach can't say it, so it's all the same. Flow state sounds like a yoga class. Nicky says, show those tokens up your ass. Get my no barren. Everybody gets a fucking trophy. Get my for us like a Broadway show. Heal the obsession and they fucking go. 30 seconds of invisible stealth. Batman with a med kit ruining your health. Palette breaking nerve to fucking hell. Spirit fury's dead, you can fucking tell. Special break, don't count no more. Smelly pirate hookah, shut the door. Marathons of flaming pile of shit. Shane should've killed Rick and that's fucking it. Negan as a survivor, that's a fucking joke. Code needs to be taken out and smoked. Dublin pub and a Earl Grey bag. The architect's hiding with a stolen mag. Shipping container between the Suez and Vin. Benzin in class and where the fuck you been? Kevin them softly. It is the way it is. Kevin them softly. All into misery. Kevin them softly. It is the way it is. Chopper group on a bitch out of this our city. Kevin them softly. It is the way it is. Kevin them softly. One into misery. Yeah. Kevin them softly. It is the way it is. Chopper group came from there, Salaam City. Grinched the family over store, Bob Pesto. Third track, so soaked in the duns of mess though. Skin like a wet marshmallow in the heat. Humidity melting gel from Nicky's fucking feet. Victor play the grime and play it loud. Ship the teacher to the entity in a shroud. Having a peace, but there ain't no peace. Episode 83 and we fucking cease.